what's going on, guys? This is Jeff from Shopping the Point, or Touch 'em All, over at Dead on Dave Productions, which you can check me out on both of those channels. The channel links are in the description down below. Go ahead and check those out. I know Dead on Dave and Tommy C would greatly appreciate that. But today I'm giving you another Touch 'em All segment here. Got another baseball video here for you, and we're going to talk about my St. Louis Cardinals today and why they are so frustrating to watch this year, much like the 2011 team. As of right now, after the Cubs just curb stomped the Reds yesterday and the Cardinals lost in extra innings to the Kansas City Royals, even though they did come back twice in the bottom of the ninth and in the bottom of the 10th, but they ended up losing in 12. The Cardinals now sit 11 games back of the Chicago Cubs, or as I like to call them, the 27 Yankees. But we went into this year, we figured the Cubs were the favorite, but we also figured that the Cardinals, they'd hang around the entire year, and man, they just have not been doing that. 11 games back, and we're at the end of June. Man, I thought many of us thought that gap would be so much closer. And a big reason to why they're 11 games back is that they are awful at home. The Cardinals are awful at home. They're only 15-22 after last night. They're awesome on the road, 25-15. You take that 15-22 at home and flip that, you're only 4 games back, and it's a whole different story of what we're seeing right now. But the thing with the Cardinals is this year is, what I'm seeing tons of inconsistency with all the aspects of the Cardinals game coming together to just be a phenomenal team. If they put all of these aspects together, they can be just as good as the Cubs are right now, in my opinion. But they haven't been doing that this year. Whenever at the beginning of the year, they were getting amazing offense, amazing bullpen pitching, but the starting pitching and the defense was just horrendous. Just horrendous. Now we fast forward to June, that's kind of flipped a little bit. The offense is now only 25th in the league in June. It's been a struggle this month to score some runs. The starting pitching's kind of it's kind of meh. Carlos Martinez has been really good, even though Wainwright's only 1-2. He's been pretty good. He did get lit up a little bit in his last start. A little bit of bad luck too involved in that. And Michael Wacha's been pretty good as of late, but Garcia's fallen off the cliff a bit. And Mike Leake's been inconsistent all year. And then you follow that up with inconsistency in the bullpen. Trevor Rosenthal ended up losing his closer role to Sungwon Oh, who's been amazing this year. Getting him from Korea was awesome. That dude's splitter is just absolutely nasty. And it's a shame that he's a setup guy, because I think that Oh could be an all-star the way he's been pitching this year. I really do. Really do. But, the thing with Rosenthal, the reason he lost his closer role is, he's got no command of his pitches. He has no command of his fastball. Then he tries to go to the off-speed stuff. He can't locate that. And then when these hitters go up there, knowing that Rosenthal can't locate. Now, Rosenthal did have a good outing last night. He did have a good outing last night. And that's good. Get his confidence back up. He needs to get command of his pitches. But when Rosenthal can't command his fastball and he can't command his off-speed pitches, these hitters can go up there knowing that he's going to have to lay it right over the plate with a fastball. And he may even have to take a little bit off of it. Instead of throwing 98, 99, he's going to have to throw 95, 96 just to get it over the plate. You saw that the other night, last Friday, when Adam Lynn took him deep for the walk-off home run. Rosenthal couldn't locate. These hitters are going up there knowing that he's going to throw a get-me-over fastball because he's having trouble locating, and they're just teeing off on his fastball. You look at his fastball, his average against fastballs the last couple of years, since he came into the league, it's been consistently going up, and now hitters are hitting over 300 against that fastball. Most of them get me over fastballs because he's had trouble locating. Not good. It's just not good. And also Seth Maness got sent down earlier in the season because he was getting lit up as well. Now that he's come back up, it looks like he's starting to get his feet under him a little bit, because once Seth Maness is on, he can induce a double play whenever he wants to. It's just it's awesome to watch when Maness is right. But then the Cardinals also, even though their offense overall has been really good this year, especially the power numbers. You go from Carpenter to Piscotty to Grichuk, who's now in AAA. I'll get to him in a minute. Matt Adams, Brandon Moss. I mean, there's just power everywhere in this lineup. Aledmus Diaz, who would have thought he would have had the season that he's having right now? He didn't even make the team out of spring training. Now, of course, we had a couple injuries, and then we got to bring him up, and, well, we've seen what he's been doing. He should be an all-star as well. But, you know, we have had some guys from the offensive standpoint not performing to expectations, and I'm pointing to two guys, Colton Wong and Randall Grichuk, like I just said. Colton Wong, he tries to do too much at the plate, in my opinion, and he carries that with him to every aspect of his game. It'll affect his defense, and then he goes up to the plate. He's trying to knock every ball out of the ballpark, which he can because he's got amazing bat speed, but he doesn't need to try and do that. And we've seen him do that since he's come back up from AAA. He's not trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark as much. You still see him do it every now and again. But he's putting more balls in play, just getting those base hits, driving in some runs, and that's what we need him to do. There's going to be times where he can launch one out of the ballpark when we need that, and there's going to be a time for that. And then Randall Grichuk, man, I love Randall Grichuk. You see me, I just went yard with him here. He's not driving the ball. Even though I just went oppo on that home run there. Randall Grichuk is at his best when he is pulling the ball. And, he's got 8 home runs this year, but he's only got a 276 on base at the major league level. This dude's bat speed is just incredible as well. And when he actually does make contact, the ball, they're lasers, just like that home run I just hit here with him. When he is driving the ball, the sound when the ball comes off of his bat is just absolutely incredible. And he's got a low on-base percentage at AAA, too. He's only got like last time I checked, like a 310 on base, and he's hitting 290. The average is good, but that on base is not there. He needs to figure out that these major league pitchers, they're not just going to be throwing it over the plate like these AAA guys. You got to lay off the junk that's in the dirt and outside. And these pitchers at the major league level figured out that he's expanding his strike zone way too much, and they're not giving him any pitches to hit. Once you start doing that, you make them throw it over the plate. Randall Grichuk will put up the numbers that we all expect him to do. Because if he would have played the whole year last year, now this is just doubling his numbers basically. He would have been approaching Chris Bryant territory. You see me bring in Rosenthal here. This is how you close out a game. Watch how I close out this game. Just like Rosenthal in real life. I give up a couple hits. It looks like I'm going to blow the lead. But I shut it down. Keep an eye on that while you're listening to me ramble. But I guess I'll finish this off here with some things that have made me really happy about the Cardinals. And that is the offensive production. The last couple of years, the offensive production has been, oh my God. But you look at him this year, outside of the month of June for the most part, Matt Carpenter is putting together a historic season. This guy's one of the best players in the game. I forget who it was. They came out with a top 50 player list. Matt Carpenter wasn't on it, and I just got to ask, were you high? Really? Matt Carpenter's not one of the top 50 players in the game? Okay. Like I said before, Aledmus Diaz, what he's doing right now, the unexpected power has been the most impressive thing. I wouldn't expect him to have 10 home runs at this point, but it's been fun to watch Aledmus Diaz come up out of nowhere and take over the shortstop job. And he's getting better at shortstop. It was pretty brutal to watch him play shortstop the first couple months of the season, but he's starting to settle down a little bit. He's getting more confidence. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be Ozzie Smith or anything. Get that squeeze play out of here. But it's been pretty fun to watch Diaz play shortstop. Now that he's got his feet under him a little bit. Stephen Piscotty been raving about him. Matt Holliday, he's got his power back. And as the weather heats up, Matt Holliday heats up. And I'm kind of running out of time here because that's what I do when I talk about my Cardinals. I tend to talk too much about it. But that's going to be pretty much it. That's going to be it for me. Let me know what you guys think on the St. Louis Cardinals and if they can catch the Chicago Cubs. I don't think they will. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, if the Cubs will blow it or the Cardinals will just catch fire and put all the pieces together and catch the Cubs. But also check out my buddies Dead on Dave over at Dead on Dave Productions and Tommy C over at Shop from the Point down in the description below. Also be sure to check out Shop from the Point Dead later today at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, and oh boy, that is going to be fun. You do not want to miss that. Also, keep an eye out for all the live streams I'll be doing and stuff like that. And also, you know, if you want to start working out, you've been hearing me raving about Advocare, and I don't have enough time to plug it. So, the link's on my channel. Hit me up on Twitter at GrandSlam87 if you want to know more about that. And that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.